All right, we'll call to order the meeting of the Tennessee Local Development Authority. Days October 20th, 2025. We do have a fiscal quorum, but we do have some virtual participation from Mayor Bradshaw and Mayor Brown. So do we need to read anything to the record because of that, or just need to take the roll? All right.
I believe we just need to take the roll.
Sandy, you want to call it for us?
Sure.
Thank you.
Treasurer Lillard?
Don't sound so enthusiastic about it, Sandy.
Sure, why not?
I want to see rainbows and unicorns. I mean, I want some excitement here.
Treasurer Lillard is here.
Secretary Hargett?
Here.
Comptroller Mumpower?
Here.
Commissioner Bryson?
Here.
Mayor Brown?
Here.
Mayor Bradshaw?
All right, we do have a quorum. Thank you very much. Ms. Thompson, do we have any public comments?
Sir, we did not receive any request for public comments for this meeting.
Well, thank you very much for letting us know that. All right, let's move on to the minutes from the July 21st, 2025 meeting. They're in your packet. Hope you've taken the opportunity to review them. Chair will entertain a motion for approval.
Motion.
Properly moved, properly seconding. Discussion. Let's call the roll, please, Ms. Thompson.
Treasurer Lillard? Secretary Hargett? Comptroller Mumpower?
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson?
Aye.
Mayor Brown?
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw?
Aye.
All right, thank you. The minutes are approved. Next, we have a consideration approval of the following state revolving fund clean water loan. Ms. Jones, I think we have one. If you'll give us an update on a balance and then describe that one loan for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, board. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. And thank you for your enthusiasm.
Absolutely. The last time we met, June 23rd, 2025, the Clean Water State Revolving Fund Loan Program had an obligated balance of $226,720,407. We received several increases totaling several increases that include our principal and interest repayments, treasury interest earned, and several capitalization grant dollars, and a small loan decrease from Brownsville. Those all account for an increase of $137,408,666, bringing our unobligated fund balance for today to $364,129,073. We have one loan request from the City of Springfield for $27 million, and if approved, that would bring our remaining unobligated loan balance to $337,129,073. We also have remaining emerging contaminant funds from two capitalization grants. That amount is $3,089,000. Adding to, we have a balance of $1,358,000. Adding to that is a 2024 capitalization grant for emerging contaminants of $3,089,000, bringing our total for this fund to $4,447,000. That is it for the unobligated balance.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Any comments or questions regarding that report? All right, hearing none, let's move forward with the Springfield loan. Ms. Jones.
Yes. The City of Springfield has requested a companion loan of $27 million to complete the funding for a new wastewater treatment plant. This request, coupled with the previous SRF loans for this project, will cover the total project cost of $74 million. SRF has reviewed the city's request based on the technical and financial information they have provided, and we are recommending the TLDA approve the loan request with a 20-year term at a 2.93% interest rate and no loan forgiveness. The City of Springfield provides service to 7,658 customers in Robertson County. Their operating revenue is $9,226,000, which is generated by charging their customers $109.17 per 5,000 gallons per month. These revenues are sufficient to service the debt from this loan loan request. The city has met all of the requirements to be considered for an SRF loan, including informing the public, providing the necessary technical project documents, and completing the loan application package, which SRF has provided for the board to review. The City of Springfield's audit was filed a little bit late. They said that was due to personnel transition, but they are financially sufficient. They have also pledged an amount equal to their annual debt service of $1,785,564 from their share of state taxes. SRF does make the recommendation for board approval of this loan based on the information provided.
All right. Thank you for that, Ms. Jones. Any questions, comments? Certainly would entertain a motion to approve.
I move to approve. Second.
Properly moved, properly seconded. Commissioner Bryson.
Yeah, I just have a quick question. I just noticed on here on the back that the MADS as a percentage of state shared taxes is over 200%. Could you just kind of tell me what the impact of that is or what the implications of that are? Generally, I think it's significantly lower for most of the loans that we do.
I do think it is significantly lower for the most of the ones that we do. And we would only access or ask them to provide their state share taxes if in the event they defaulted, because they are financially sufficient and they generate revenues that far exceed their debt service. There's no thought that they would actually default on that loan. They would have to default on every loan that they have pledged those state shared taxes to actually get to that 200%. So we're pretty confident based on their revenues that they should not default.
So essentially, this loan is given solely on their revenues without really a consideration of the state shared taxes percentage as a guarantor, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions, comments? All right, we do have a motion. We have a second. We'll now have a vote. Ms. Thompson, you would call a roll for us, please?
Yes, Treasurer Lillard,
Aye.
Secretary Hargett,
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson, Mayor Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw.
Aye.
All right, the item is approved. Thank you very much. Ms. Jones, are you going to talk a little bit about SRF borrowers that have not submitted requests for project expense reimbursement?
Yes, we can discuss that briefly. I provided the board with a no activity report, and you'll see on the report that there is quite a number of entities that have not requested pay or disbursement in quite some time. After reviewing this, the city of Chattanooga has 2 loans out that they have not requested any pay disbursement. That has given us some concern. They do they do guarantee that they will be submitting requests soon. A lot of their pause is because they're working so much to spend ARP money that they've got change orders, etc. Chuckey Utility District, they are just bidding their project now. The city of Etowah should be sending in invoices very soon. The engineer told me that he has just been delayed and there are invoices to send in. Irwin Utilities, they have been delayed because of Helene. The city of Fayetteville, their bids for their projects won't happen until this next calendar year coming up. Northwest Dyersburg, their plans and specs are still being evaluated by Engineering Services Unit and the Division of Water for regulatory compliance. The city of Oak Ridge, we actually have received a pay request, I think 2 weeks ago. Their pause was due to an investigation to ensure that one of their contractors was meeting federal regulations. We resolved that investigation and they're back in good standing, so they should be drawing on that project. The town of White Pine, these are planning and design loans. Those first pay requests should be coming in next week. Winchester had bidding delays, and then the town of Woodbury said that they will draw down on the companion loan once they have finished drawing down on the initial loan that they have from SRF. Currently, so not drawing on active loans is a problem for the SRF. Currently, we are finalizing new loan documents to ensure we're meeting new federal regulations based on executive orders and such. We're also exploring conditions that would penalize entities for not drawing their first request within 6 months of the loan that is executed. For entities that do not start construction within the first 12 months the loan is executed. Penalize entities for a lapse in draws of 6 months or more, and require entities to request disbursement at a minimum of quarterly, but no more than monthly. So we're hoping that some modification to our loan document will help us eliminate some unforced errors and ensure that we get a timely and expeditious use of those funds.
All right. Ms. Jones said briefly, so she obviously wants to not have many questions about this. So any questions or comments? All right. Thank you for that report. All right. I believe item number 5 has been deferred. Is that correct, Ms. Thompson and Kayla? All right. Kayla, I believe you're going to take the next item, consideration approval of TLDA's SRF policy and guidance for borrowers. Is that correct?
That is.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Ms. Carr.
So the Public Acts of 2009, Chapter 525, created the State Infrastructure Fund. In accordance with the act, about $2.2 million was transferred to the fund in 2010, and TLDA was given the authority to approve loans made from the fund. TDOT recommended, and the authority approved one loan to the City of Lakeland in March 2011. No policies or procedures were adopted at that time, and there have been no other loans to come before the authority. Then, as part of its FY 2026 budget, the Tennessee Department of Transportation received an additional $50 million to allocate to the SIF. I do want to mention that we have representatives from TDOT with us here today. We have Deputy Commissioner of Planning, Preston Elliott, and Director of Legislative Affairs, Jay Klein, to respond to any questions the authority may have. So with the expected new activity for the SIF, staff have worked with TDOT to create the document which you have before you today for consideration. The SIF policy and guidance for borrowers is very similar to the TLDA's existing SRF policy and guidance for borrowers. The SIF program, though, will fund such projects as streets, highways, bridges, and other roadway projects, air transport and airport facilities, railways and rail facilities, port facilities, mass transit systems, parking facilities, and pedestrian or bicycle facilities, as may be recommended by TDOT.
All right. Thank you for that description, Ms. Carr. Any questions or comments? I'll move it.
Second.
All right. Properly moved, properly second. Discussion? All right. Hearing none. Ms. Thompson, you mind calling the roll for us?
Treasurer Lillard,
Aye.
Secretary Hargett,
Aye.
Comptroller Mumpower,
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson, Mayor Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw.
Aye.
All right. Thank you. The item is approved. Let's move on to item number 7. We're going to have a report on notification of the town of Jasper to comply with TLDA SRF policy and guidance for borrowers. That is a non-voting item. I believe you're going to describe the item, Ms. Thompson.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you.
Secretary Hargett. So Town of Jasper intends to issue $163,000 in revenue refunding bonds. In accordance with the TLDA SRF policy and guidance, they do have to submit this to us for acknowledgement, even though, basically it's subordinate to their SRF loans. So this is basically a notification to us for our acknowledgement.
We consider ourselves acknowledging that item. And I believe you also have a similar item discussed next for White Pine.
We do. The
Okay.
town of White Pine is intending to issue $440,000 in water and sewer system revenue and tax capital outlay notes for the same reason. Basically, they're financing improvements to a water and sewer system. But again, they are submitting this to us as a notification in accordance with our policy and are asking our acknowledgement.
All right. We consider ourselves notified. So, all right. Next, I believe we have no further business. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Looking to you, Ms. Thompson and Ms. Carr both. So, all right, Chair, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move adjourned.
Properly moved, properly seconded. Ms. Thompson, how about calling the roll one more time for us?
You got it. Treasurer
Thank you.
Lillard, Secretary Hargett, Comptroller Mumpower,
Yes.
Commissioner Bryson, Mayor Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Bradshaw.
Aye.
All right, we stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.